Yo, what's going on, y'all? It's your boy So and welcome back to the channel. If you're new to the channel, make sure to hit that subscribe button. And if you're already subscribed, you know what to do next. Hit that comment button and hit that like button on our latest video. This is from our latest episode 106, which is streaming on your favorite platform right now. In this clip, Joel and I get ready for heat season with our favorite words, pizza mañana. It's time to take a ride, y'all. Let's wrap this up, man, with our favorite team. Yes, I said our favorite team because they hook us up with the things that we like the most, man. You know what it is.
The UCF Knights, baby.
No, it's not that at all.
My bad.
Way off.
My bad.
It's the Miami Heat, bro.
Oh, that's right, dog.
Pizza mañana, ¿qué te pasa?
Hey, it's coming back, baby. We got to make shirts, bro.
No, it's in the works.
I know it's in the
Shout
works.
out to my dog, Kev. We're working.
We got to get that finalized.
Yes.
We're working on it.
We're working. But,
man, the preseason is officially over, right?
Almost over.
We got another preseason game?
I think we have like 2 more left before the season officially kicks off on Tuesday. And then we'll be kicking off on Thursday, the 19th, right?
That's right. Right now we're playing the Rockets.
Yeah.
So right as we're recording this, you'll have, I don't know, just go look for the results of that game.
I mean, if you're really interested, right?
We're recording this at 7:30 on Monday, so that's when the game is right now. We play Wednesday, we play another preseason game, and then we take a week off, and the following Wednesday, the 19th, is the official start of the season. We play the Bulls at home at 7:30.
Yep.
But before that, we got Rockets and we got Pelicans, and we've already played the Grizzlies, the Nets, and the Timberwolves.
Yeah. And the cool shit about it is that we've seen the emergence of a couple of guys, those unknown guys that the Heat are known for.
Love it.
Right? That get plucked out of nowhere, except for the draft pick. Nikolai, he's not unknown. Everybody knows about this kid.
Sure.
But we're talking about that kid, Kane. Impressed a lot in those 2 preseason games. Earned himself, I think, a 2-way contract.
Yeah.
Right? For 15 days or some shit like that?
Yeah, Jamal Cain is who we're talking about.
2 games, 17 points per game, 8.5 rebounds, 3.5 steals, 2 assists per game, shooting 50% from the field, 54% from the field, 50% from 3. Maybe the Heat found another one.
Solid.
Maybe. 2 games. That's kind of really back a little bit. But I like the fact that we have that potential to always find guards like this, right? Look at Strus.
Well, he's a forward, isn't he? He's a small forward.
He's a small forward, but he's
like the 2-3
right,
hybrid.
You know, like a hybrid. He's not necessarily a huge guy. Could he be useful?
Sure.
Hell yeah, because he's like that wing type player. But back to it, just how the Heat staff, dog, has this ability to find people out of nowhere and say, hey, you want to play some professional basketball for us for cheap?
He's 6'7", by the way.
Look at that, which is not huge. That's a normal shooting guard nowadays, you know. Dwayne Wade was 6'4", playing at the 2.
23 years old.
Looks like a player. And again, it's preseason, but the tools are there. And more importantly, the chemistry that he's shown with Nikolai is what really impressed me the most, because we saw those guys running that high pick and roll. Shout out to Sergio for giving that little info there. They ran a lot of high pick and rolls with Nikolai either being the one receiving the ball or coming off the screen to receive the ball on the high post, and then floating little loft passes to Jamal Cain for easy dunks and easy put-ins.
I don't know if you heard that somebody co-signed him.
Who co-signed them?
This guy right here.
Let's see who
This is Jamal Cain, man. Realize who this is. This is Jamal Cain, man. He's going to be in the league for a long time. Yeah, this is my dog, man.
Oh, that's your dog, Bam, huh?
That's Bam Adebayo right there, dog, co-signing him, saying the dude's going to be in the league a long time.
I would have felt much better if that co-sign comes from Pat Riley and says, hey, this kid is going to be somebody. I'll be all right, buy the rookie cards, guys. Buy the Jamal Cain rookie cards.
He got a contract, so that's a tell right there from the Riley side. But the fact that the players, like you're saying, the chemistry is there. You got Bam Adebayo, you know what I mean? He's our hopeful superstar in the making, and he likes the kid.
That was my main takeaway with Nikolai. Now, I know that this kid has like a lot of experience playing in Europe and stuff like that, and that's all fine and dandy because he's been playing as a pro since being a teenager. That shit's going to bode well for him down the line. But for this year, right, for right now, the fact that this kid can hold his own, right, and feel so comfortable, look so comfortable on the floor with a bunch of strangers, guys that he's been playing with for like, what, 2 months, maybe, month and a half, in this preseason, while he's been getting ready from being drafted and whatnot, he looked like he can be a real contributor this season. Like, and I was telling D-Boy, I was like, yo, who's he going to steal the minutes from? Because this kid is going to steal minutes. There's too much talent and too much ability in his game for what the Heat need on the floor right now for him not to be playing, right? Like, we need a 4. This kid is a 4.
He's 6'10".
You know what I mean? So, like, what are we talking about here? That's the same height as Bam, but he just plays differently as a 4, right? And like I said, who's he's gonna steal the minutes from? Because he's definitely stealing minutes. Maybe he's stealing Duncan's minutes. Maybe a guy like Gabe Vincent
Duncan doesn't see the floor. Doesn't have any more minutes,
but he's gonna get time because of his contract off rip and the fact that he can shoot the 3.
Who's our 5 next week when we? And I guess we could talk about this next week technically, but right now let's just talk about that. Who's our 5 right now? We got Jimmy, we got Kyle, right? So Kyle's playing the 1. Sure. Jimmy's playing the 3. You got Bam playing the 4, or you got Bam playing the 5?
I think you start Tyler Hero
at the 2.
I think you start off with a good combination of offense and defense.
What about Oladipo?
He's gonna have to be 6-man. I say that because Tyler already proved that he can be the 6-man. Now we need to see if he can be a starter. You get what I'm saying?
Okay, so then that Lowry, Hero, Jimmy
Bam. Maybe. I don't know how comfortable Spo is going to be starting with Yurts. And maybe he does it just to go with those first 4 minutes.
Or do you put a Max Strus and then Bam at the 5?
That's another possibility.
Max Strus started a lot for us last season.
That's a possibility also. But then we're, kind of what we talked about last week, where we're holding Bam back and saying, hey, big guy, I know you don't really want to do this, but go out there and get us 20 and 10 every game while being a defensive monster against guys that are taller than you and outweigh you. So yeah, defensively, Bam is nasty and he's great defensively, but it takes a toll on him, to defend a 7-footer plus.
Bam's listed at 6'9". So
come on, dude.
That lineup that we just mentioned, he'd be the big at 6'9". That's not big enough.
And he plays big. Forget about the height, right? Like, yeah, he's 6'9", but he plays big. Yeah, he does. He always play big, though? He does. But he's not. What I mean by that is, like, he can cover a 7-footer here and there, but you can't ask him to cover a 7-footer for 35 minutes a game.
No.
That's a lot. PJ Tucker, same thing. He's 6'6" or 6'7", playing guys way bigger than him because of his body type.
PJ's 6'8", but yeah, he does play up to 7 feet.
He can do it, but imagine if you're asking PJ to do that for 30 minutes a game, he's going to be tired. He's going to give some shit up. You know what I mean?
No, PJ Tucker's 6'6".
I told you, dog. He's not a big guy, but his body is big. And he can play that big for limited amount of times because of the amount of energy it takes up. Same thing I'm saying with Bam. It takes Bam's energy to defend those big guys. When he's defending guys on the wing, it's not an issue because he has the advantage 10 times out of 10. Defending whoever, guards, big men, silky 4s, big 3s, doesn't matter. Bam is always going to have the advantage defensively. But when we're talking about in the paint and a guy backing him down or moving him to get a positioning for a rebound, that's going to take energy. And he's going to lose that energy battle more often than not. But if we can start Yurts, I say all of that to say this. If we can start Yurts and he can give us 5 good minutes out the gate, grab 3, 4, 5 rebounds, let Bam get comfortable or get going on offense before we ask Bam to take over on defense and bring in the smaller lineup, that would be the biggest key that we can have for this season. Because every game we're starting Yurts and he's playing his 10 to 15 minutes a game. But more importantly, in those 10 to 15 minutes, we're allowing Bam to take a break on defense.
So we've had a few preseason games. What have you seen from Yurts so far?
Not a lot, if I'm being honest. And I don't think he feels
underwhelming.
He said a lot during like Heat Day where he was like, yeah, Bam's our 4. I'm looking forward to playing next to him, this and that and the third. But if you look at his numbers, they haven't been like, oh, shit, Yurts is killing it. Because he's not.
He's not
killing it.
And it's not. We got to ask, is it coaching is the game plan is not meant to run through him. He's just a facilitation kind of player or kind of a body on the floor. And then if that is the case, like, is he doing at the absolute most that he can do at that position? You know what I mean? Like, if that's his ceiling,
Right.
like, is he doing everything he needs to be doing, or could he be doing more? Like, if he's just out there to rebound and block, like, all right, dog, get out there, rebound and block. Like, we had our issues with Hassan Whiteside, but when Hassan Whiteside was hot, he was getting triple doubles with blocks, and nobody was saying shit to him. You know what I mean? It was like,
Every game, 12 rebounds.
And 10 blocks. And it was like, yo, you're productive when you're out there. And then later on, obviously, he faltered and stuff and kind of lost his way. But, we need him. If you're going to go out there, you're gonna go 0 points. We need you out there getting 10 rebounds and like 4 or 5 blocks.
Yeah. And look, if I'm being honest, maybe Yurts isn't the guy. I don't think that he'll end up being the guy.
I don't think he's starting caliber.
I don't think so either. Not right now. Could he be? Yeah, in the future.
Maybe.
Right now, the solution for right now, the big man would be, bring in Miles Turner, man. Find a way to trade for Miles Turner.
Yeah, make a signing. Or it might be, a situation where we start off the season not so great. Right, we kind of didn't really change anything, kept it going, and like maybe we win a couple games, but like we get exploited because we don't have a big, and then that forces our hand, right? Maybe something bad has to happen before we can get something like that. Who knows? Or maybe small ball works. Maybe we can go out there and dominate with small ball.
And it does work. We've seen it with Jimmy in the lineup. It's gonna work because he's gonna force it. He's that MVP caliber type player that he's gonna make it work. But if we're talking about optimizing the lineup, optimizing the talent, optimizing the chances, we're going to need guys who can really make plays, and we're going to need guys who can make plays consistently. Omar is not that guy. He's not that guy right now.
Yeah, the game just started right now with the Rockets.
He's out with an ankle injury. And look, in these games, preseason games, 2 points, 2 points, 2 points, 4 points, 0 points.
Nah, nobody.
I don't think that man's going to cut it. But I have high hopes for him. And I also have high hopes for us trading for Miles Turner. I'm just saying, we can trade for this guy. That guy will be a beast.
A lot of people have said that. A lot of people have shared that.
It's the move.
So it makes sense. We do. We need somebody big, and he would be a good piece. I think that might be a good piece for us. So
strong piece, man. We're gonna break it down a little bit more next week. We don't
want to go too in depth.
Not too deep.
Next week to talk before.
I have a little secret guest or something like that. You never know.
Well, shit, secret to me. I don't even know. You keep a lot from me, dog.
Man,
you need to be more open with your boy. Oh man.